Hello Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video here on iStarly TV. Today we're going to talk more about some features that have been introduced or discussed for the upcoming DLC, the Indigo Disk, which is coming out very soon in a few days as of the making of this video, and it's going to come out on December 14th. So we are very, very close to the DLC's release, which will add a bunch of new features to the game, a new side quest, basically like kind of side storyline, and a bunch of returning and new Pokemon. So really a lot of stuff is coming to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So we're going to be eating good for the next few months, I hope. Anyways, I wanted to talk about 5 features that they've officially announced that are coming to the DLC, which are new features for Scarlet and Violet, a lot of which seem like real game changers. So I'm really excited for this. These are in no particular order. It's not exactly like a countdown, but I'm going to talk about them in detail. And I'll post a link to the website, to the web pages where they went into detail about these features. So the first is BBQs. So we're going to be barbecuing. No, I'm just kidding. But it is called BBQs. So BBQs are called Blueberry Quests. Of course, this is the Blueberry Academy, so it makes sense. And they do officially refer to them as BBQs, which is pretty funny. These are basically side quests that you can complete throughout Scarlet and Violet, throughout the Indigo Disk. And they're little cute side quests, or some of them sound fun, some of them sound interesting, and they give you what is called BP, or Blueberry Points, and you can use those BP, it says, in places such as the school store or the cafeteria. You can also add features to the club room, whatever that is, and you can even use BP to invite trainers. It says invite other trainers to the academy. And I saw a screenshot, I think from the trailer, where it shows a list of like a bunch of the gym leaders from and some of the characters from Scarlet and Violet. And it looks like you can actually bring some of them over to this area. So that could be cool. I don't know the exact details of that yet. I don't know if you can like kind of befriend them a little bit more. I know there was like kind of a little like befriending system over in original Scarlet and Violet, where you could kind of talk to the professors, multiple times and kind of get to know them, and they would give you little quests and stuff like that. So I don't know if it'll be more like that, but there is a feature coming up that I'm going to talk about that has to do with these characters that seems really exciting. So BP, again, they didn't tell us too much. They didn't show us too much of what you can spend it on, but I imagine there's a lot of really cool things that you'll be able to spend it on. And I mean, it's called BP, right? We've always had BP in Pokemon games, although often it was battle points. And usually you could use BP to buy rare items and, stuff like that. So hopefully we can use it for stuff like that as well. So BBQs with BP, just going back to the BBQs, the quests, some of them are like catch the Pokemon that matches the hints you've been giving. So they'll give you hints about a Pokemon and they want you to catch it. Successfully sneak up on one Pokemon and surprise them. That gives you some points. Terrasilize your Pokemon to defeat a wild Pokemon. So just little mini side quests. Hopefully some of them are a little more involved. I think they will be though, because if you saw my video about the legendary Pokemon coming back, that's how you'll be able to shiny hunt legendaries in Scarlet and Violet. And I do believe you need to complete some BBQs in order to unlock those. So yeah, there's a lot to do with BBQs. The next feature is one that I'm personally excited for, and this is trading Pokemon. However, specifically, you'll be able to trade Pokemon with some well-known trainers. It refers to them as special coaches, but the specific example they show is Iono, who is the electric gym leader in Paldea. You can trade Pokemon with some of these people, and they will have a rare ribbon called the Partner Ribbon. And when you send that Pokemon into battle, it'll have the title of that trainer's name. So in the example they give, it says, go Iono's Magnemite. So every time you send that Magnemite into battle, it'll say Iono's Magnemite, which I think is cool, personally. I know that's an aesthetic thing, but personally, I love ribbons. I love these titles. I love catching Pokemon in Pokeballs that match like their color scheme and stuff like that. So I really enjoy elements of like this in the game, and I really think that this is a feature that's really cool, because if you can trade with like even more than just the gym leaders, if there's other characters you can trade with, maybe even characters from older games might be coming back, hopefully, that would be awesome. And having their Pokemon just seems really cool. I think that's a lot of fun. The next feature is called Throwing Styles. It says if you donate BP, so this is another use for BP, to Blueberry Academy's baseball club, you can change how you throw your Pokeball. Once again, this is another aesthetic feature that doesn't affect gameplay at all. This is another purely aesthetic feature in the game, but personally, I really enjoy these types of features, honestly. There was something similar in, I think it was Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, where you could change the style that your character throws their Pokeball, and I think there was even like battle poses, so this seems very similar to that, and it shows a list of a few. It says left-handed style, reverent style, dainty style, elegant style, etc. Like there's going to be a lot of options, and I imagine this is how your character will throw the Pokeball when you're battling, and also in online battles as well. So I like that a lot. Again, this is a kind of a small feature, but personally I think this is really cool because it gives your character more personality, and it kind of gives your character, I guess, more customizability, which I always welcome. After that, we have a funny new feature called the Synchro Machine, which is in the Terrarium, which I believe is like kind of the area that you can explore in the Indigo Disk DLC, which has different biomes, which of course will have different Pokemon based on the biome. You can basically take control of your Pokemon, and I do believe it's officially confirmed that you can take control of literally any Pokemon, but in the trailer it shows them taking control of a Pikachu, and so it says you'll be able to move them around and have them battle wild Pokemon. A fresh new way to play the game. So you actually completely take control of your Pokemon, and it shows them exploring the terrarium. It shows, again, this person controlling their Pikachu. It's really funny because the character, like their eyes are closed and it looks like they're like really focusing really hard. And then there's an image where there's 4 trainers, like 4 friends, and they're all doing that. And then they all have their Pokemon that are like, that they're basically taking control of, like Pikachu, Dedenne, Pomo, and Morpeko or Morpeko, whatever you call it. So you can, I think it's confirmed that you can do this in the Union Circle with friends. So if you want to play with your friends, you know how you can kind of play with your friends in Scarlet and Violet and roam around the world together. You can both take control of your Pokemon. So you can be a Mew and your Pokemon, or your friend can be a Meowscarada, and the two of you can go on adventures together. So that sounds really fun. I mean, I don't know exactly what else this feature will add to the game, but I do think it seems kind of exciting. And again, when you're playing with friends, I think this could be like a funny way to do, maybe get some video footage or take some pictures and stuff like that. So I think that's kind of fun. You know, it's something new, and we'll see what else it brings, but let me know if you're excited for this feature. Finally, and I think this is the biggest new feature coming to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and that is your Koraidon or Miraidon will unlock a brand new power, which is the power of flight. So you will be able to fly around Paldea with Koraidon or Miraidon. And from the images, it does show your character on Koraidon and Miraidon, and they're high up in the sky. And it does say you can go anywhere in the world. So it says fly wherever you please with your legendary Pokemon and enjoy the sense of freedom that only an open world can provide. So that's an official statement from the Pokemon Company. And I think it says you get it once you beat the Elite Four, because I guess there's an Elite Four in this little DLC. So once you kind of complete, I guess, the main missions or main story of this mode, you can unlock the ability to fly all around Paldea, which I think is great. That's pretty awesome, right? It might end up being the case that sometimes the fast travel or the flying is or the, what is it, the taxi service is faster, but I mean, this is cool, right? This is awesome. Like, this is a truly open world game, and I know there are some open world games that exist right now where you can actually fly around the map, so maybe there will be new features for this as well that are added, but like I don't know, the ability to battle Pokemon in the air or something like that, that would be really cool. But at the very least, I think the ability to fly freely around the world sounds really exciting to me. Of course, you know, a lot of people point out, myself included, how Scarlet and Violet has, you know, some performance issues, we'll say, to put it nicely. So it'll be interesting to see how the game handles this type of thing, where you can just completely fly around the map on a whim, and you can go literally anywhere you want from atop your Koraidon or Miraidon. But I do think there's potential for this to be such a huge feature in the game. It could be a game changer, and I think a lot of these features could be as well. I know a lot of them are aesthetic. For me, someone who loves customizing my experience with these games and customizing the way my Pokemon look and the Pokeballs look and the way my character looks and everything like that, I welcome all of these changes. But let me know in the comments which of these changes you are most excited for in the Indigo Disk DLC. It's coming very, very soon. Before you know it, we're going to have access to it, and we're going to be able to fly around the map and control our Pokemon with our minds and stuff like that. I never thought I'd hear myself say those two things in a Pokemon game, but thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy. Please leave a like and subscribe for more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet videos. And of course, once the DLC drops, I'm going to be making a ton of videos covering it and doing guides and tips and tricks and showing off a lot of the awesome things from the DLC. I'm already more excited for this DLC than the teal mask, and I was really excited for the teal mask, but I think this is going to bring so much more to the game than the teal mask did, and I can't wait. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and I'll see you next time.